Well, hello there, and welcome back to our Thanksgiving Safety Series. My name is Lynette. I am co-owner at South Austin Dog Center, a certified behavior consultant canine, a fear-free certified professional trainer, and an AKC CGC evaluator. You know, Thanksgiving is a time for celebration where family and friends can get together to share that big turkey. But all of those visitors can be a little bit overwhelming for these guys. So in today's video, I want to go over a few management strategies to help keep these guys safe and entertained while you entertain your guests. Okay. First things first, make sure you set up a safe spot for your dog. It can be in another room, behind a baby gate, or even just in a playpen in a quiet corner of the house. When they are in their safe spot, nobody is allowed to mess with your pup. In this safe spot, make sure that we have their blankets, some water, maybe a nice soft bed, and of course, some enrichment activities. Let them have their favorite toys. Yeah. Something like a snuffle mat. Good job. Here we go, guys. Or one of our new favorites here would be the Pupsicle. So this is a large. We just got to try it out. It comes in 2 sections, and you can even make your own or buy some. I have already set this up with a nice little pumpkin treat. I know, hang on a second. So we've made our own. This has pumpkin, peanut butter, and a little bit of wet dog food. We're just going to put this in our holder. Oh, we already like it, don't we? Yes, we do. Screw it back down together. And let your pup go nuts for at least half an hour. You want to come up? No? Okay. Here. Remember, just because we're keeping them separate from everybody else, or at least part of the time separated, doesn't mean that they can't have fun too. Again, Thanksgiving is a time for gathering. So if you are expecting a fair amount of guests coming to your house, we want to make sure that your pup is secured. That way they don't dart out the door when you open it for guests. There's a couple of things that we can do here. One of them is, of course, put your dog behind a baby gate or in an X-pen, or if you have a fenced-in backyard, you can let your dog in the backyard while people come in, and then your dog can come and greet them afterwards. If you do not have either one of those things, my recommendation would be to put your pup on a leash and get a big wad of really high value treats. I'm talking maybe a little bit of turkey, some chicken, hot dog, whatever it is your dog likes. Make sure your guests know that you are working on this, and start now teaching your dog to either sit at the door or to go away from it. You can have your guests text you when they've arrived, so you make sure that you have your pup secured in a well-fitted harness and on a leash. Also, again, we don't want anything to happen, but just in case it does, make sure your dog is wearing a collar with their tags, and if they are microchipped, that your microchip is up to date. Okay. Let's talk about the guests a little bit more, and I'm going to share a little bit of a personal story here, but give me half a second. We want to make sure that we set some expectations with our guests. Remember, our last video, we went over foods that dogs can and cannot have, which ones could potentially make them sick and which one is safe for them. Your guests are probably not going to know that, so you need to make it very, very clear that they are not to give your dog any food unless you tell them to. Oh my goodness, we must be talking almost 18 years now. Maverick was not even a year old. We went to my sister's house and we had quite a bunch of people, and Maverick went because he's a very good boy anyways, or he was a very good boy. Sorry, I'm gonna need a minute. He was the best. Oh man, I thought I could tell this story. I'm sorry. Okay. Back to the story. I took Maverick with me to my sister's house for Thanksgiving. And I had made it quite clear, you know, that Maverick was in training and we were working on things, and to please not feed my dog. You're always going to have that one family member who just, and this was a friend of the family, who thought that I was being a little bit overprotective of my boy, and turns out I had reason to, but that's a story for another time. She gave him the biggest wad of turkey even after I said no. So my point of this is just advocate for your dog and keep them away. You know who's going to be, you know, not listening and try to sneak your dog food. So either keep your dog away or make it very, very clear which foods are for the dog so that your guests can treat them. Okay? All right. Now that all of the guests have arrived, your dog has kind of met somebody, make sure that you're not forcing the socialization. If your dog wants to go up and say hi, they'll go up and say hi. Make sure that your guests are not reaching over and trying to grab them. That can be additional signs of stress and can lead to incidences. Watch your dog for signs of stress. So signs of stress are going to be things like lip licking, yawning, turning away, walking away. If you notice any of these signs, help your dog out. Take them to their safe spot, give them their enrichment things, their Kong, their popsicle, their snuffle mat, bully sticks, freeze-dried turkey necks even, and let them have their own quiet time while you guys have yours. Don't get caught into that trap where guests are like, but we want to see the puppy. It might be too much for your dog. So prioritize your dog's welfare over your guests' expectations. Okay, one more thing to add. If you know that your pup can be a little bit anxious around people anyways, first of all, they really shouldn't meet them. Go ahead and let them just stay in their safe space. That's much, much better for them. If there's still some anxiety, talk to your vet about potential calming supplements or short-term medication to help out with it. You can also attempt, and do it now, some various T-touch techniques or body wraps. The main wrap is the half body wrap, and in order to put it on, you just need an ace bandage. You're gonna fold it in half, put it across the dog's chest, crisscross it over the shoulders, and then bring it around on the other side of the rib cage and attach off the spine. I know Thanksgiving really isn't the time for routine, but if you can, try to stick to some of that with your dog. Maybe take them for a walk before the guests arrive. That way we're a little bit tired. With a little bit of preparation, we can help your dog enjoy Thanksgiving as much as you guys are. A calmer dog makes for happier all around. If you found these tips or the last tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all the things, and we will see you next time. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Bye.